Hello, today I'm going to talk about XML requests or XHR requests. These are kind of the original way of sending HTTP requests before we had promises and the fetch API. So I'm just going to run through a simple example here using the Star Wars API. So there's four sort of basic steps. We're going to create an instance of the XHR object. We're going to attach success and failure event listeners. We're going to open the request and put in our HTTP verb and our URL, and then we're going to send the request. So it's a little awkward and clunky, which is why we don't really use it anymore. So the first step is to create a new instance. I always do that. XML. Okay, then we're going to attach callbacks to this. So for load, which is the success scenario, which is kind of weird. And we're going to add an event listener for error. And alternatively, you could do rec.onload and pass a function here. Or you could do rec.on error. Okay, just so you know. So here, just for now, I'm going to console log success and console log failure. And then we need to open the request. So rec.open, we're going to pass in our HTTP verb and then our URL using this from the Star Wars API, like I mentioned. And then the last step is to send the request. And actually, it doesn't have to go in this order, but you just want to make sure that these come before sending the request. Okay, so let's just see what we get there. Okay, so we see success logged here. Let's take a look at the request object here. Okay, so we see our fields here, and this is where we get the response and response text. This is where we get the data that we're looking for from the API. So to access this, we're gonna try and grab the response text. Okay, so this gives us our data in JSON. Now to use that in the browser, we need to convert it to JavaScript. So we can use json.parse. Did something wrong there. Forgot a paren. Wrong way. Okay, and here we go. So we see our data here. And then we're gonna, I'm gonna make another request from this. So let's grab, let's do the films. Let's see, let's go there. Okay, so this gives us our endpoints to get some more film data. I'm gonna grab this one here. Kind of weird, they're missing two here. But I'm gonna grab that. Okay, so that gives us our endpoint here. So let's call this, say let's say movie URL. Okay, and then we're going to use this to make our next request. So we need to create, let's say, create another object, a movie request, new XML. To add our different callbacks for load. And we'll just console log movie request there. Do movie request, event listener error. Okay, we need to open it. bin get request. I'm going to send it to the movie URL that we grabbed, and then we're going to send. Okay. Okay, so we get this object back. Okay, again we see, I'm going to grab our response text. So let's actually do, let's grab this, which is the same thing as movie request in this case. This dot response text, and again we'll want to parse the JSON. Okay. And here we see our data here. We got Revenge of the Sith, opening crawl, and all that information. And let's see, is there anything interesting here? I guess just some more endpoints here. Characters. Cool. So it's just a simple example of how to use, how to do XHR requests. It obviously can get more complex with this, especially with the error handling. This is a much simplified version. And actually this won't fail for 404 requests, which is something important to know. It'll only fail on network requests like server being down or your internet being down. So, so error handling will be a lot more complex. And if you make more requests on top of this, it can get, you know, pretty messy, which is why we like to use promises in the Fetch API. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.